Hello, it's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate, and this is number 15 Carnelian Link in Byford. It is an absolutely awesome buy. We are going to go room by room and have a look, and I'll tell you what is going on with this one. Before we go any further though, I'm going to show you the main living area because there is a lot to like about this space. It is an absolutely brilliant spot. Lots of room to work with. Good kitchen, big fridge recess, and a whole lot of functionality to this space. That's the theatre room through there. We'll come back and see it in a minute. The outside, yep, that's, outside. And we'll see that too. Oh, look, ducted reverse cycle air conditioning. How fancy is that at this price point? You don't see that very often. All right, here we are. Front, turn, to the left. We have the garage, double garage. There are solar panels on the roof. That's the inverter. And the master bedroom to the left. It's a blooming big master bedroom too. I don't think I'm quite capturing it on video. There you go, I'll come back to that angle. But check it out on the floor plan. That shows you just as much detail. A lot of workable space in here. So we have the ensuite bathroom with a light, shower, vanity. There's a toilet. I've got to close that seat. Come on, what's going on here? Jeez, I'm halfway into the video. I'm not gonna go back and restart. We're just trying to make things a little bit decent. Okay, so this was back to the main living area. I'm gonna show you the other bedrooms and then we will go from there. One thing I didn't show you, because I stepped into it, was that there is a walk-in robe. I don't think I showed you that. So walk-in robe. And we have the 3 bedrooms, 1, 2, and 3. This is number 1, a very good sized room. Does it need repainting? Yeah, a lot of repainting needed in this one. Yeah, what is going on there? Well, that is where, see, when you let a 9-year-old decide what to do with a space, they'll go, hey, I want to put some strip LED lights along there in my room. And when you say yes to that, that's what happens. The LED lights come off, but they take the paint with them. So this has not been repainted. I don't believe since it was built has it been repainted. So that one's doing, but when it's big spaces, it's worth repainting. It's a very good size home. Built-in wardrobes. Bedroom number 2, again, number 3 actually, sorry, hang on a second. I think I said that was number 1. It's number 1 of the secondary. It's number 2 of the actual. Number 3, again, a really good sized room. Comfortably fit a queen size bed in here. Reverse cycle aircon vents through here. Oh, we did the LED strip lights in here too, did we? Very good. And built-in robes in there as well. It has a toilet. The seat was down for this one. Thank you very much. And not that I personally need the toilet seat. It doesn't look nice in a video when the toilet seat's up. Just to clarify. So the main bathroom, separate bath, shower. The door was sitting open. It closes fine. Just so you are, just in case you're wondering about that. These are stone tops in the vanity as well, using presumably the Carnelian benchtop product. Everything is pretty good in here. Not bad at all, folks, not bad at all. This bedroom here, oh goodness me. More painting. No LED strip lights in here though, by the looks of it. Just grubby walls that want to paint. That's easy done though. Now this flooring through here, it's a bit second rate. So my tip is that, see how that's happening? Those boards are moving. My tip is that you will want to replace those. Otherwise, you could be walking along and get your toes pinched in them. But anyway, that is a small task for a big win. So you've got this same flooring through the kitchen, main living area, and through to the entrance of the house as well. And here's the kitchen. Adjacent to the laundry, with a good-sized linen cupboard. Kitchen has a good-sized pantry as well, plenty of workspace. 900mm oven, 900mm stove. It's got the stone bench tops in here as well, again that Carnelian stone composite product. Then the dishwasher recess. Nice high ceilings through here as well. And a breakfast bar off the back of that island bench. Sliding door across, we're going to go to that in a second. This is the theatre room. It's a big space, a really good feature in this home. Very well sort of proportioned for large furniture styles. Again, it really wants that repaint. I don't know what happened here. I know you're wondering, what happened? I don't know. I really don't. Houses do get knocked around a little bit sometimes, and this is one of those. But it's made from bricks, so you can knock it pretty hard. Like, I'll just tip it shoulder this wall. Yeah, see? The bricks are fine. It's just the paint. So you've got sliding doors here out onto the al fresco, sliding door here out onto the back lawn. So lots of space to work with there. Neat and tidy backyard. You can take that to whatever level you like. There are a few blades of green grass. The rest is all just sand and dead grass. A couple of weeds as well. They seem to be thriving. So double brick home, the colorbond roof. Super straightforward place to work with, hey? Absolutely an easy one to kick off with. Good space out here as well. Could further utilise that. Make a decent veggie garden, I reckon. Or you could just forget that it's there. Put a fence here. It's good for the pets. Make yourself a cat run. I don't know your life. You know your life. Imagine all the things you need and imagine them here. I reckon you will make it work. So that is a pretty straightforward kind of situation, folks. It is being sold on an as is, where is basis. So whatever you see is whatever you get. And pretty much what you get is pretty straightforward. We're not going to be working with a whole bunch of going to fix that type stuff. It is what it is. But it is really a good quality home that just needs a little bit of a freshen up, a few things changed, like the floors. To the best of our knowledge, everything is working, but at the same time, it is being sold on an as-is basis. You want me to check some stuff? I know you do. The power's on, so here we go. We've got an oven going here. Oven's working, I think. Fast heat up, function. I'm sure it's working. I just didn't, I didn't press the right button. There we go. Something's happening. The stove. Gas has been switched off. No, it hasn't. We have flames. This one has a flame, but you can't really see it in light. I put my phone closer, but then you'd know that it's working because of, an ignition. All working. That's stuck a bit. There we go. So that's all going. Range hood. Come on. Struggling a bit. No, it's working too. And the light works. Those things never work even on houses where everything's working. There we go. So that gives you a pretty good idea. Most things are happening. I'm answering questions that I'm sure aren't that big of a deal, but you know, let's just do it anyway. Let's just see how things are going. It's a gas storage hot water system. Yep, that's hot. I can't really prove it's hot in a video, can I? Whoop, there we go. Just because I haven't been used for ages. It's all good now, folks. Now that's hot. The only way I can really prove it is by saying, okay, yes, that's hot. All right. It's definitely hot. I can't prove it's hot in the video. No leaks. Maybe a tiny little one, but that's just because this thing here that should be plugged isn't plugged. Because that's where like the dishwasher hooks in, so that needs to be plugged. We can get that sorted out. I think I've got a packet of Chewies in the car. I reckon I can gob that up for you. Yep, that's fine. No, we can, you know, those sorts of things are what they are, but it's not a question of working order at all with that sort of stuff. This is like the final inspection. You're kind of getting that experience right now. It's lovely. It makes you confident, I hope, that the as-is aspect of this is really just a simplicity thing, not some kind of cover-up. Look at that, working like a dream, nothing that would have hooked in otherwise. It's all good. The water is escaping through the drain hole. Hot water coming out the hot water tap. Just look at that as well. House has been empty for a little while, so that's what's going on there. Can you see there's a bit of steam? All that sort of stuff's going. I'm really going too far now, aren't I? You can skip to the end if you want. Water's going out the drain. It's not even leaking off the shower head. So these are the classic things I get at final inspections. Water gushing out both sides of the connection. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, perfect. I mean, I'm not going to jump in because, well, this is YouTube and there are certain community standards we have to abide by. But I'll tell you what, it's clean enough and hot enough that I'd have a shower in that myself. And that is pretty much everything, folks. I don't think there should be anything so far that hasn't that has been shown that should raise too much of a concern. Oh, it does have an alarm that has been disconnected now. Yeah, it's straightforward. Straightforward. I like this too. There's an aircon vent right in the doorway, so you come in on a stinking hot day and aircon's on. Just fantastic. First thing you experience. How good's that? We did go straight in before, so I didn't get to show you out the front, but all of this is pretty straightforward too, folks. So there is some retic around the place. That is not covered by anything. We don't know if that's working or not. There's probably some work that would need to be done, I can assure you of that, because just looking around at the garden, it hasn't been getting much water. I think it's more that it just been switched off. There's probably holes here and there that you need to patch. But overall, this place has the makings of something very, very nice indeed. Thank you for taking 15 minutes roughly to have a look around. Hopefully that covers off everything you need to know. If there's any further questions, we'll try and answer them for you. Thank you very much. It's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate. Look forward to seeing you here.